Welcome to the City Show. I'm Pat O'Meara, and of course, the City Show, as it has been for like the last couple of months, is also the COVID-19 update. As I keep saying with the COVID-19, so many positive signs, but everything with the COVID-19 is scare, scare, scare. We're beyond that now. As I've been saying for the longest time, 96% of the cases are mild. If you get it, you will survive it. And unless you're up in age and you're, somewhere 60s plus, 70s. When we get into some statistics with Jersey City, we'll get into some of those numbers. We all know the precautions we need to take now. First thing you should do every day, take your temperature. Today it was 97.7. That is one of the first indicators if you may have COVID-19. But it could also be an indicator you have a cold, but that's your first. And try not to touch your face, but I do it all the time. Positive signs, there's a lot of them. One of the interesting signs, Governor Cuomo, I watch all these COVID-19 press conferences, and they're all starting to run the same. It is amazing when these governors start talking about, I want to put the politics aside. We all have to work for the common goal. You ever notice the person that's saying we need to put the politics aside is the one that got the handout? Yeah, all these governors, they're basically begging the feds. But what now? New York City in particular, needs as much help as they can possibly get. Same thing here with us in New Jersey. We are the #2 hot spot. But it's always amazing to me when as soon as you hear we got to put the politics aside, they're the ones in a bad negotiating situation. Let's put it that way. They're the ones asking for money. When you're beating the hell out of the president, whether it's Bush or Obama or Trump, when that situation comes, now you want to let's put those politics aside. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do. Even though, yes, you're right. We all, for the better good, should be working together. New York State has opened a lot of their beaches, so people can go and lay on the beach and maybe do a little swimming, except in New York City, where de Blasio was continue to close them, and he's probably going to keep them closed throughout June as it stands now, because that is epicenter. That is location 0 right there, New York City, for the United States. The New York beaches that are opening, I think it's Suffolk County in New York. There was a press conference this morning I watched. They're not going to open the beaches to anyone who is not a resident of that county. That's a quick jab right at New York City. New York City is keeping their beaches closed. They don't want New York City residents coming to their beaches in Suffolk County. I think it was Nickerson's Beach, Ligo Island is the location, Ligo Beach was the location they were filming from. Jersey, we could do the same thing. But the thing is that those beaches that are going to exclude anybody but residents, if they took Fed, state, or Green Acre money after, say, Sandy, they can't close those beaches to anybody. Good news, starting next week, you can go see the dentist. I would like to go see my dentist. For that matter, I called my dentist this morning. I had somebody else answering the phones. As part of the reopening show, we want to go in and get as much B-roll. I should get into that later. But I wanted to go in and shoot some B-roll in the dentist's office so you can see all the precautions that are going to be taken. Unfortunately, the people I was talking to didn't know who I was, even though I'm a patient there. But things are going to change. You got an extra 2 months before you had to go to the DMV. Yes. So that engine light that I have on in my Jeep, I got a code reader now. I got to learn how to use it. Got to figure out what is it with this engine light that it keeps coming on. And nobody is more anally attentive to their cars than me. When I'm out of Sunday, I spent 5 hours. I had the cars down in Seaside. I washed all the cars. I did a bunch of repair work on them. But this one engine light situation on the Jeep that I have is driving me nuts. No matter what I fix, that thing keeps coming on. And every time I bring it to the shop, it throws another code. So now I got my own code reader, so I'm going to figure this out. Golfing. If you are a golfer, Tom the Jeeps, we're looking at you. You now can go back to foursomes. You were having twosomes before. Now you can have your foursomes. You can bring your buddies. You can walk around. You still got to have the social distancing. Got to keep 6 feet apart from your foursome friends. It's probably not too hard to do on a golf course, but you can, again, go and enjoy the golf course. If you like tennis, foursomes are back. Archery is back. I don't even know if there's any archeries in Jersey anymore. We used to have one on Central Avenue years ago. Batting cages are back. I'm not sure if we have any of them back in Lincoln Park, where I used to hit a lot of balls in the old days. And Hudson Media, Ready to Roll Studios are back in full force next week. We're going back to regular hours. So there are positive signs. We are beating this. USA, let's put some numbers up, Mikey. The United States, we have 1,552,304 cases of COVID-19. We have suffered 92,072 deaths nationwide. We have recovered, this is positive numbers here, 358,913 recoveries. That is a plus since my last update on Friday of 40,877 cases. These and the hospitals are discharging. In New Jersey, I predicted this a couple of weeks ago, our hospitals will be open for elective surgery and invasive surgery, so there are some requirements yet to still to be met. Maybe I can get my knees done. I'll probably wait until we go into hiatus, if we do have a hiatus. We've been kind of on hiatus for the last couple of months. Let's put the map up of the United States. The big dark red spot up there is us. That's New Jersey, New York, Long Island. Yeah, New York City, that's it. That's like patient zero over there, and we're number 2. So if there's another stimulus package they're working out, there's another $1,200, an adult coming. They were talking about putting on, you get a debit card this time instead of having it sent to your account. That's still being worked out. For some reason, a lot of people didn't have banks, so everybody will get a debit card in the mail, I guess. So those people who like stealing mail, they're going to be really interested in this. But the hot spot there is us, and there are spots across the United States. We haven't beaten this thing yet, but there are not as dark as we are up in the Northeast. We're going to be the last to really become back to normal. I don't like the new normal thing. I just want to get back to normal. But a lot of these spots, they're faint, so that's good. The state of New York. Number-wise, they have 361,266 cases. They have suffered 28,480 deaths. New York City alone is 198,114 cases. They have suffered, in New York City alone, 20,298 deaths. That's like the capacity of Madison Square Garden. Put the New York map up. As you can see, the state of New York is in pretty good shape. Actually, it's in very good shape, with the exception of New York City and Long Island. And that's why we have a problem, proximity. Speaking of our problem, let's go to it right now. Let's put New Jersey numbers up. The state of New Jersey, we have 150,087 cases of corona. We have suffered, as I said Friday, I knew we were going to crank over the 10,000 mark. We have suffered 10,448 deaths. Let's put the New Jersey map up. The darkest spots are us up in Hudson County there, in Bergen County. Hudson County is now number 1 in the state with COVID. The rest of the state, you got very faint red spots, more pinkish. So we are making some headway here. Let's see, Hudson County, we have 18,679 cases. We are number 1 in the state. The former number 1 is now Bergen County is 17,459. Ocean County, where I'm filming from today, is 7,994. Positive signs from the Jersey City hospitals. You know I'm down here by Toms River. Everybody's from Jersey City and Toms River. Christ Hospital has 60 COVID-19 patients. They're doing great. 20 vents are available. Jersey City Medical Center, the big hospital there in Jersey City, has 56 COVID-19 patients and 33 ventilators available. The ventilators are no longer an issue. Jersey City itself has suffered 6,756 COVID-19 cases. Mayor Fulop has very aggressively testing, has done 16,669 tests. We are testing at about a 40% positive rate. We're averaging 63.4 cases per day. That's up, by the way, since last week of 4.5%. We have lost 388 Jersey City residents to COVID-19. The highest hit group now, percentage-wise, is 31 to 40. They represent 19.2% of the COVID cases in Jersey City. 68.8% of the Jersey City dead is male. The average age of the dead in Jersey City is 67. If you're in that age group, late 60s and up to 70s and 80s, you're representing 75% of all the fatalities due to COVID-19 in Jersey City. And a breakdown of COVID-19 by race, 31.4% of the COVID-19 are white, 27.32% are black, 19.49% is Asian, and unknown is 24.48%. I don't know why they're unknown. Maybe they have the mask on. You can't tell black from white. I don't know what the unknown is. But it's a pretty big number in Jersey City at 24.48%. Remember, sore throat, runny nose, cough, fever, difficulty breathing, loss of appetite, loss of taste and smell. Those are the symptoms. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. 6 feet of space. Mask, the gloves. We're going to be back with the reopening information. You're watching the City Show. I'm Pat O'Melia.